I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
The boat can't be long now.
I smell rabbit. I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I smell rabbit. Keep back! I smell rabbit.
The boat can't be long now.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Welcome to the Northland Bank.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I smell rabbit. I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas, but back to the matter at hand. Child...
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Where is...
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yus. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the US. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry.
Welcome to the Northland Bank.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liu...
He certainly is. Come, I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be, and we the Fatui have always been glad to do business with friends who...
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have...
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on...
Did you think he was some... The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much.
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang, but...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive the traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last...
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and... But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700... Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an... Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some...
What are you staring at?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck bet? It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No!
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache.
Oh, wait, Bob. Hey, if we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I
Huh? How do you not think of...
If one must always consider Mora before acting. All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting...
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of work. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame.
Whoa! To think it's that...
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will... The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the... Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove...
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been...
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices...
What sort of condition?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be...
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant?
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the element...
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of... Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move!
Body and mind. Time to act.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Time to act.
Looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better.
At the ready.
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue with their nap! Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food! Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Time to act. Outlines your fate. Body and mind.
I just like to make people smile. Quan, I want a new toy!
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
That's the one behind.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery... It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local... Alas. Alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us...
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does.
I'm sure Rex Lapis...
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not the...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must... As I thought, I didn't...
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be...
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
The key here is you started.
Time to act. Time to act. Body and mind. Body and mind. Time to act.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is the...
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have...
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? Although with that said, since we got back from Dway and Karst, none of... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it...
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was the...
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world.
Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhang?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is... Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfume.
Perfumes? Where will we get...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's
We shall not speak of the...
And fortune finds you. I should open a store here.
The boat can't be long now.
I should open a store here.
This is a clear fire hazard right here.
I should open a store.
Silk flowers?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My goodness, this you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by... Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulture.
Wow! A true connoisseur! Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all, Bob.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on... But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making it. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you?
Yes,
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried. Since these flowers will be used to glorify...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved
Our skins? You were the one who...
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my...
Talk about first...
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice...
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan! She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventure.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. I'm just going to assume that you're... To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon.
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out.
No, they were from medicinal... Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qimei.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon, thanks, Lon. See you around.
Time to act.
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Sorry, you caught... I think we need more time to get to know each...
We just...
Oh, that said, some of the cosmetics I use... Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying-Ar's homemade perfume?
Ying-Er? Oh, as...
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently her...
Great! This is just the intent...
Well, hello. You found me.
What? How did you...
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate...
Snooping around?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 in one go. My good... You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and... Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity...
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes... O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me. So, where is a good place for making... Where is that? Mondstadt? Somewhere closer to home will do.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
But you didn't let me finish.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready?
What did you...
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, while I'm setting up, you can go and
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Leo's really got a lot... Leo's really got a lot going for it.
But you didn't let me finish.
Ugh. Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
this water will... Now, I need you to Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a Now take these. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate...
Time to act.
Made another handsome sum today.
Wow, this is some The essence is placed into water. You must take care to control the heat. So please, focus on controlling the... Don't waste a drop of that... All three perfumes are ready. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you...
Paimon wants to hear...
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined... Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist. All clear? Don't get them mixed up. Good. Be sure to come visit if... I'll leave you with some party... One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be... Come and hang out with me.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Should I save this money?
Did we take too long?
Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept up.
Well, how can a person...
That is true.
3 sets and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies. Does that mean that
Perhaps Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms.
What a shame. We only got to... Let's hope the cheese...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our...
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the
cleansing bell.
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Sure, but aren't you going...
I have certain reasons.
Man, why is...
Rain outlines your fate.
I apologize, but once you've acquired...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the... but it's a shame.
What happened?
Back in my day, people said if they heard beautiful sounds like laughter, but if they heard too much what?
So that means these flowers feel what's happening?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like mountain of dry tinder. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Ah, that old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. He saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, it has been many years, and still, though, I can't... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and,
All right, children, there is no...
do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would... And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just...
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Rain cutter!
this place. You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
No, my sword!
Keep back!
Body and mind.
Keep back!
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, as to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think it's weird?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history, but no matter what, we have always performed the right to cry, "Catch the murderer" at the top of one's lungs. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came... We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share. Well, you must have things to... Oh, and do that. If they have time, they can come over for tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Your personal safety.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you... Oh, yes, that... If you have the time, you can come over for tea.
That tone does not suit you. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and...
So what's the next step in our preparation?
Next.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking...
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should
Oh, shoot.
Freeze!
Sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite now.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So we've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. But
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is... I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms past...
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7...
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last...
Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom in the passage. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo Archon once...
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something... Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself...
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since the rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some...
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do...
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer.
A most fair price.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do...
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
No, my soul, body.
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace.
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless.
This price will do. No lot.
No, my sword.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects.
No problem. That'll be
done.
Oh, you're a
Toast to our success.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the North...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about?
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing... Now, if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Our success.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
what goes on in my Tishi.
So many
The reception is deserted. And it... Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Farm.
Huh? Did you hear...
The reception, it's...
How about...
So many medicines, but no cure.
Oh, there you are! But you can't even reach the counter! Paimon thinks you might be right! Look at the talisman on her forehead!
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then...
Something like this would be unimaginable!
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir.
Surely no prescription is needed.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow, my dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please
It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng, located in Qinheng Pass. It was designed to automatically...
Mr. Zhang Li really knows...
Apparently not quite.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal. An adeptabeast.
Did you want to ask...
No, just that the cocoa goat, what it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it came from? Also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
Rain outlines your fate.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it, but how do you Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhang!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made. As I recall, there is a military supply post from... If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong ballista.
So, what you're saying?
I have a smat. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here goes...
Time to act. Body and mind.
Gotta get out of here.